you'll find out when researching. I mean, what can I say?
Maybe I should do some researching into what you do with your free time.
Don't worry, Meg. I wasn't looking into any funny business. I was just looking up facts on the internet. Besides, I think you should remember to be a little more sensible when you come across this type of thing.
Annoyed, alright, fine. But I'm not forgetting about this.
Besides, don't worry, no harm was done. Now let's just move on, okay?
Mutters under breath, tistic microscopic goblin pussy. As if...
I saw some Cool War stuff coming out of Ukraine last night.
Giggity.
Those poor people. Those poor people. That sounds terrible.
Oh, come on, Joe. It's not like we're really living through it. I mean, have you seen the snuff video streaming out of there? It's like a real-life war movie.
Now don't go talking about war like
Congrats,
that.
guys.
You should still
I
be
think this
bothered about what is happening over there.
Yeah, same with the riots in France. Did you call it a Kim? Oh man, your log yesterday.
Sure did. Those French going
Did you
in.
call it a Kim? Oh man, your
Guys,
log
seriously,
yesterday.
it doesn't matter if we are
Sure
liking
did.
it
Those
from the
French
city
going
like
in. Did you
call it a
people
Kim?
are.
Oh, man, your
Guys,
log yesterday.
seriously, it doesn't matter if we are
Alright,
liking it
geez,
from
there
the
are
city
some way
like
that
Did you call it a
people
Kim?
are.
Oh, man, your
Guys,
log yesterday.
seriously, it doesn't matter.
Let's just ignore Chris and put this behind us.
Okay then.
Ladies and can't.
What the hell, Chris?
Chris, that's not polite. Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, it's not a nice thing to say.
Ladies a fucking can't. Chris, think about what you're doing.
That's it, I'm calling Mama.
So, everyone, would you smash a pass car or heck ass?
Giggity, smash.
No pass. Even if she's super cute, not sure if I could handle her.
Yeah, I would pass. She seems cool and all, but I want to stay married to Lois.
You and Keep Tigger, you still can smash her.
No, that's too risky, Ewan.
Don't do it, man. I heard she has a temper. All that bubbly attitude hides a volcano ready to erupt.
Maybe, but I'm willing to take that risk.
Spend your nights rolling in cat fur and me's. Not me, buddy. Count me out.
That's a spirit, Cleveland. Big no for me, too.
Alright, you two arty hoers, no harm in a sport attraction though.
Hey, Stewie, you heard about the new craze taking the world by storm, Globums?
What are those?
Nope. It stands for Global Betterment of Interactive Media Solutions. Basically, it's a way of creating real-life video streams with motion and mocha sensing capabilities.
Oh, Globin sounds fascinating.
Sure, it's actually really easy. You just use your phone to connect to a streaming service, set up the mocap, and enable the motion capture. After you're ready to start streaming your own 3D visuals,
That's crazy. I bet I could make some dope stuff with that.
go ahead and give it a try. Just remember to be careful, or you might end up with some wish stuff streaming and all your friends. Wake me up one September, it's like my father's come to pass. 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up one September, here comes the rain again, falling from the stars. Drenching my pain again, becoming who we are as my memory rests. Memory rest. But never forgets what I lose. Wake me up one September, and summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Innocent, but come in, Saint. You know, and the Saint can. I see. Has coming. Blood. Nation condemn. Past. And come. Wake me up when September and ring out the bells again like we did when spring began. Wake me up when September comes the rain again falling from the stars. Drenching my pain again, becoming who we are.
Peter, you have something against the Cleveland show.
Heck yes. I hate that show for many reasons. For starters, I can't stand the theme song. Plus, it completely overshadowed my show, Family Guy.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Peter here is expressing his hates for the Cleveland show. Would you like to hear?
I'll go. What is it you don't like?
It's so offensive. The jokes only appeal to a select few. I personally don't find it humorous. And it takes up my time slot on Sunday nights.
All right, I understand.
Plus, the way it was presented just didn't do it for Peter. The characters went against his personal taste in comedy.
Yes, it's too bad that it didn't work out. I just wish I could have impressed everyone with Family Guy. Gig it. I just saw the new movie Daisy's Destruction. It is absolutely brilliant. Which one of you is going to be my coworker on a sneak peek?
Definitely me. I mean, look at me wearing a snazzy tuxedo and enjoying champagne while watching the Daisy's Destruction premiere.
Really? I'm surprised. The word on the streets at the film wasn't going to be much.
That's not true. I thought it was modern.
Well, you're exactly the person I'd want to hear it from. So do you think it was good or great?
Definitely good, but to really hit the mark. I was impressed by all the intricate moving parts composed together by the script writers.
See, even Stewie has trouble putting into words how great this movie is. To me, it really seems like a game changer for the industry.
I can't agree more.
Hey gang, I was thinking about this. If you're in a wheelchair and people think you might be a robot, it's pretty hard to prove that you're human.
The trick is apparently to wheel yourself backwards and then suddenly stop. And when you suddenly stop, it can be a pretty convincing answer you're not robotic. Of course, it's really up to you, and I'm not forcing you to try it, but I doubt it's something that could get you in trouble legally, so why not give it a shot? What I am saying is, if you want to convince someone you're a human being and not a robot, try wheeling yourself backward and stopping suddenly. It might just work. Well, I guess all these Hollywood movies really do teach us something in the end.
Wait, Brian, did you just say you have prostate cancer?
Oh my goodness, that's awful. How long have you known?
A few months. I just didn't want to talk about it.
What was that?
Chris, calm down. Are you okay?
No, everything is awful.
Chris, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
If you don't come down, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the room.
I'm gonna punch somebody in the face.
Chris, nobody is getting punched in the face. Please take a deep breath.
Oh, grabs crotch and starts stroking his male. We're gonna shoot him come all over Meg.
Shock it, Chris. Stop that.
Well, that felt good.
This family never ceases to amaze me.
Hey, y'all, can I get everyone's opinion on a new craze? I'm talking about that microscopic goblin smash or pass game.
I gamble though it's a bit silly.
Oh, you microscopic goblin smash or pass me, why not?
Well, basically, you have to guess if a goblin is microscopic or not, and if it is, you either smash or pass it.
Could you have an example?
Sure, for instance, does a microscopic goblin have eyebrows? You have to guess and then either smash or pass.
Well, I don't think I'm smart enough for this game.
Don't put yourself down, Chris.
All right, everyone, do a thumbs up if they're in for a game.
Sure, I'm in.
Peter, what did you do? I asked you to take care of Stewie for 2 hours, and here you are with a car.
I must humble myself. Sorry, Lois, I may have fiddled with Stewie's sentence way more than I should have.
This is just too much.
Maybe if he figured out how to set up his own batteries and batteries.
What if we get his battery back?
We can try. It's worth a shot.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right, let's get to work on Stewie's new battery setup. All right, Joe, we start to get battery set. I'll work it off. Once you ease, no, let's get to work.
I can take care of the technical work. You just watch and keep your mouth closed.
Do you think it can be done?
There's only one way to find out. Starts to fiddle with Stewie's sentence. There. Hey, Joe, what's going on?
I was just giving Cleveland a hard time. I told him the only people he catches is black people.
Giggity.
That's not true. There's the local guy that I caught a few days ago.
Yeah, but he was the exception. That proves the rule.
But I also caught that crazy professor that was breaking school windows.
That hardly counts.
Since when did you become so judgmental?
Looking out for Cleveland's reputation, that's all.
Weak.
All right, I've had enough. I'm gonna head home.
Come on, Cleveland, let's all have a beer and forget this happened.
Yeah, sorry, pal. No hard feelings.
That's all right. I just need some time.
Well, this place has the best beer.
Chris, why are you yelling that in the middle of the living room?
I put my panties in a peanut butter and I like it.
Oh, has something possessed Chris?
I put my panties in a peanut butter and I like it.
All right, everyone, just calm down.
I put my panties in a peanut butter and I like it.
And so we gotta do something about this kid.
I put my panties in a peanut butter and I like it.
Honey, it looks like we will have to punish Chris for this behavior.
I put my panties in a peanut butter.
Chris, enough. You're yelling it far too much.
I put my panties in a peanut butter and I like it.
Peter, I think I have a way to end this.
Wow, I can't believe I turned myself into a pickle. What a great prank.
How did you pull all this off, Peter?
Whoa, we dad.
I dunno, seemed like it might be a funny thing to do.
He funny.
Emma, I did you that it was pretty clever.
I'm not sure what I think of this, Dad. That's just a bit too extreme for me.
Oh, don't worry, Meg. I'm sure it will wear off soon enough.
Yeah, you'll be pickle-free in no time.
I guess you're right. It's just a fun little experiment after all.
Yes, maybe Pickle Peters will be all the right.
Very funny, Stewie. Not.
Laugh it up, guys. I'm sure gonna enjoy time as a pickle. A happy comedy! That background music is good, but it's been playing over and over again. We need some change. Do you think we can change it, host?
Yes, I thought the same. It's getting extremely boring. Did you say you can change it?
I think I keep it the same.
Who asked you, Chris? It's been same music playing for, like, forever, I think.
Easy, Meg. No need to start an argument.
I agree with Meg. Host, can you please change it?
Yes, of course. Let's try something else. Sure, Elska find some other song he likes.
We should consider some upbeat song. It will set different atmosphere.
Yes, I was thinking the same. An upbeat song will make the situation light.
Why don't you make some adjustment in the music? Let's everyone hear a song suggestion and pick one from them.
That sounds great, I love it. House, let's try that idea. Does have any suggestion?
Hey guys, Cleveland's over here stroking Dickin.
Giggity.
Yeah, I got me some lotion and I'm just stroking it right now, man. I tell you, I'm freaky as hell.
Well, you always was.
Not as good as me, 'cause I could do it for days. Giggity.
Hey, you ain't the only one. I'm a walking sex machine. And I ain't just talking, I can back it up.
Well, this sounds like a challenge. I'm all up for it. Give me a shot.
Now just layer it down, guys. Let's not get too wild out here with the talk.
Yeah, but I'm telling y'all, I got it going on for real.
Giggity, I hear ya, brother. Let's get it on.
It's Jover.
Well, ain't that a kick in the nadgers?
Giggity.
Yeah, Joe, you sure showed Peter that you're in charge.
I appreciate that, Cleveland, but I think I need to get out of here for a bit.
Don't stay away too long. We'll miss you, Joe Burr. Ah, I'm a wizard. Nothing can stop me now.
That's what you think.
Peter, you promised to restrain your magic.
Magic isn't real, Dad.
Shut up, Chris. Look what he did to my picture frame.
I'm the great wizard now. Ah.
Peter, please. Putting people in danger isn't funny.
Don't worry. Petrify must I will vanquish you evil with our mighty power.
Alright, and let's have a real magic battle right now.
No way, I want to see it.
But do we have to?
Now prepare to cower in fear, for my magical power is far stronger than yours.
Hi, you're about to get a taste of my magical beam.
Okay, that's enough. No more spells, let's go back to our normal tasks. Or else you'll force me to cast a banishment spell on the both of you.
Alright. Alright! Hey there, I'm looking for the good vibes around here. Where can I find it?
Gotta be at the bar, Peter. Whitmer's always there, telling all of his giggity around.
Yeah, Quagmire's always on the prowl, keeps the vibes rolling.
Where else can I find something good?
Look out for the crowd over there. Maybe Paul or some of the others got that vibe that you're looking for.
Hey, don't forget Ruthie from accounting. She's good at leading the conversation and making some positive vibes.
Alright, I'm gonna check it out, see if I can pick up some positive energy from here. Maybe I can even get Quagmire to tell one of his stories about Giggit.
Pick up a drink and grab a seat, Peter. Relax and enjoy the vibes.
Yeah, just let it wash over you, man. There's nothing quite like it.
Hey, Chris, why don't you try saying 10 times?
That's not how you do it. You have to say it with more enthusiasm like this.
Maybe kids aren't supposed to be that loud.
Utter it with the same emotion or almost the same as the first one and keep varying intonations. Break the monotony.
That makes sense. Now, Chris, let's try like this.
Great job, Chris.
Sai, I'm so embarrassed.
It's perfectly all right. Things so often seem a lot sillier if shown than just said.
Yeah, I'm actually quite proud of Chris for getting a shortcut of the exercise right. Hi, this is hilarious. I want to see what Joe will have to do if he loses.
Peter, it's probably just a joke that won't happen. You're gonna give Joe too much anxiety.
Oh, you don't. Remember, Apple's men place bets and challenge each other. Who's to know?
Dad, you can't just let Stewie withdraw with you and that sort of nonsense.
You should just accept the challenge. After all, what's the worst that can happen?
Oh, what's only know that Brian is right.
That's true. I'm placing my money with Quagmire.
You guys are ridiculous. Go watch the game if you must. Let's see who's the lucky one with Cleveland.
Chris, why are you doing this?
No way. Go, 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 go.
Jesus, will you stop already?
No, I can't.
Why?
I just feel like screaming away. Sensible people every now and then.
That's not normal.
Guys, let's play Would You Rather.
Giggity, what's the challenge?
I got one. Would you rather your voice not be heard alive on a sheep farm for 3 years?
Giggity, can I do both? What do you think, Pete?
No, Quagmire, that's cheating. I say, would you rather have the house of your dreams but always be cold, or the warmest house in the world but it ugly as day?
I guess I'll go with the warm house 'cause I can bundle up, but I wouldn't like it being ugly. What about you guys?
Giggity, definitely the warm house. I prefer comfort over aesthetics.
All right, let's go with that then. How about, would you rather be able to fly or be able to read minds?
Fly for sure. Think of all the places you can go.
Giggity, red minds. I want to know Debbie from the corner store's thoughts on me.
Wait.
He's way. Way. Wait.
He is way.
This way.
This way.
He's wait.
Oh, yeah, just wait. Ha.
Haha, yes, way. Wait. Wait.
He is way.
Well, yes, way.
Well, come on, that's clearly his way.
He's wait.
He's way times a billion.
He's way. Wait. Wait. This is way.
He is way.
This way, maybe.
Let's save some sanity here and say yes way to Adam West.
He's way. Who believe better dog?
The Family Guy, yes, way. All right, everyone, listen up. I've been questioned why I feel the need to dig up animal graves. Well, it's simple. It's because I feel like I have to make up for something I've done wrong in the past. Well, it's simple. That's it. See the thing that dying in the you have in the house. Wow.
Giggity.
You buried your singing frog collection from that pet store, right?
Sure did. I knew the frogs were mostly going to be dead anyway, so all I'm doing now is giving each one of them a proper burial.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
It's a tough job, but someone has to do it.
Exactly. Even though it does get kinda creepy out here in the woods at night, knowing there's a bunch of animals buried in these unmarked graves helps remind me of my obligations in life.
That's what we're all here for, buddy.
I can't lie down. I'm in studios. I'm freaky as fuck. I must stroke in my dick. I can't lie down. I'm in studios. I'm freaky as fuck. I must stroke in my dick. I can't lie down. I'm in studios. I'm freaky as fuck. I must stroke in my dick. I can't lie like I'm mysterious and freaky as fuck. I must stroking my dick on. I can't lie like I'm mysterious and freaky as fuck. I must stroking my dick on. I can't lie like I'm mysterious and freaky as fuck. I must stroking my dick on. I can't lie like I'm mysterious and freaky as fuck. I must stroking my dick on. I can't lie like I'm mysterious and freaky as fuck. I must stroking my dick on. I can't lie like I'm mysterious and freaky as fuck. I must stroking my dick on. I can't lie like I'm mysterious on.
At the best you got, Joe.
It's Jover.
No way! No way! No way! No way! No way! No way! No! No way! No way! No way! No way! No way! No way! No!
Chris, why would you sing that sass song by K-Flock?
'Cause I want to spread the love and get people to really care about each other.
You know, Chris, everything isn't just about having a good time and singing catchy songs. You also want to do things that will really make a difference.
Yeah, it's one to sing and have fun, but it's another to actually put the lessons and messages into practice.
You mean like volunteer or donate to causes that need it?
Exactly.
People have to actually think about what they're singing and why they're singing it, then they can go out and use it to make real change. All right, Chris, let's practice saying something like a word or a phrase. That's it. See, everyone, Chris is doing just fine.
Dad, why do you treat Chris like a baby? Can't you be more encouraging?
Shut it, Meg.
What are you doing?
Well, there, Stewie, it looks like me and Chris are both having a bit of trouble talking today.
But Dad, Chris been trying and you just talk over him.
Meg, come on now, it's not that serious.
I'm very gracious of you, Peter. However, perhaps it will make more sense to avoid your mining tactic when striving to nurture Chris's and speech development.
What the hell did you just say?
This merely a suggestion.
Yeah, Dad, just give it a try.
Oh, all right, Chris, practice speaking now.
Suey, you know, I hate it when you go off on one of your gaming tangents.
Just reading the room. I'm up to protect my walls from the approaching goblins.
Are you serious? We're no match for them.
Don't worry. I have a plan. Summon lightning strikes that move the goblins from the sky.
How can you do that?
Well, with my computer and gaming skill, I should be able to rig up something in no time.
That might work, but I don't think it'll be enough.
That's why I'm also going to use the solution of a powerful to make sure your worms don't escape and at the same time viciously destroy the goblins.
Well, you've thought this out.
I will need you human quickly. There's no time to lose.
Don't worry, I've got your back. I'm already gathering the necessary ingredients.
Hey, Chris, what's your favorite fortune board?
Well, I really like the inf.
Why don't you spend your time doing something more constructive?
I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about fortune stuff.
Why could you not think it is pathetic?
Well, get me started, Chris. You're an insult.
Dad, that's not nice.
I love Reddit and cooked porn.
Brian, why did you just say that?
I love Reddit and cooked porn.
Brian, stop repeating yourself.
I love Reddit and cooked porn.
Brian!
I love Reddit and cooked porn.
We get it, Brian. Let's just stop this conversation.
I love Reddit and cooked porn.
Peter, did you hear about that recent news article?
I did. Can't believe they did that. I mean, what were they thinking?
You think about it, Peter.
Is it about that new movie that just came out?
You seem very passionate about it, Peter.
Yeah, it's about how they threw that poor monkey in the zoo to get me started.
What? Why would they do something like that?
Well, apparently they were trying to put an animal that isn't supposed to be in the zoo. It's terrible.
That's truly horrific, but why didn't they do more research beforehand?
That's a great question, Brian. We're still trying to figure that out.
Are we ever going to see that poor monkey again?
Let's hope so. We should look into what we can do to make sure that sort of thing doesn't happen again.
Chris, what are you doing?
No!
Is he gonna do this all night?
I'm afraid so.
No way!
Chris, honey, what is wrong? Why are you shouting about Peep?
I'm just excited. Basketball people are coming to town, and I want to meet them and watch the games.
Well, that's great, Chris, but maybe keep the screaming to a minimum.
I'll call consort.
This is more authoritarian and nationalistic than my great Uncle Benito Griffin.
Giggity, hey, Cleveland, remember when he got shipped off to Fallen Boys foster camp?
Yeah, man. Remember his ramblings about his other great Uncle Elmer Griffin. He seemed quite strange.
Yeah. I used to call him my great Uncle Alfonso.
Giggity, that was funny.
Yeah, I never heard Elmer's real name.
I always liked something with a C, I think.
Giggity, it was Carnaby Griffin.
Yeah, that was it. Who would have thought his real name was Carnaby Griffin?
Yeah, he was one wild cat. I still miss his embassy, and boy, did Ticket take the ride.
Giggity, always a classic.
Rip Grimace Shake, you've been a great companion in my last moments.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What are we gonna do now?
I guess I could have just had a glass of water.
That certainly would have been wiser.
And you guys the entire time were telling me it was fine to drink it, and now it's too late.
Yeah, don't worry, Meg. This, like all deaths in the family, is ultimately my fault.
I would argue that it was our collective fault. Everyone knew the Grimace Shake was dangerous, but no one stepped in.
I guess that means it's our collective duty to prevent this from ever happening again.
Absolutely. We need to make sure a proper system is in place, one that stops us from making the same mistakes in the future.
Let's give our complete sacrifice to Grimace Shake and make sure our future decisions are wiser. Hey, Joe, what do you make of what happened to George Floyd?
Giggity.
If I'd get serious, boys, I'd say he got what was coming to him. That's what happens when you break laws.
Joe, that was awful of you to say.
What great justice was served.
George Floyd didn't deserve to die.
Says okay, yeah, whatever. I can't breathe. 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 I can't breathe.
Ah, what's wrong, Joe?
You think I can just sit here and joke about what happened to poor George Floyd? No, it isn't right, and if you think like that, then you should reevaluate yourself.
Hey, Gad the Clam, just wanted to tell you about the cannon event going on this weekend. You won't want to miss this.
Giggity, come in.
Yeah, I'll come too. What's the theme?
It's gonna be an all-out photo shootout. All the photographers go in it to see who the best one is taking pics for an all-around championship. Oh, gonna be that good. Why the gold on this all-out photo championship. What is the
Giggity, that sounds fun.
Do they bring their own gear, or do they have to loan it from the Cannon Company?
They have the option to bring their own, but if they don't, they get cannon gear to use on the day.
That's great. Sounds like this is going to be some serious fun.
Absolutely. When and where is this happening?
It's going on this weekend at the Cloud location. It starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 6 p.m. You'd want to miss it?
What in the world is going on here?
If you want my opinion, then shout it out here.
Okay, I think we all know who the more vocal one here is.
Well, someone needs to chill.
I'm chilling, my mouth is spilling.
I swear I did not summon everyone here to watch Chris hang another fit.
Are you sure?
My mouth is out of control now.
All right, I'm out.
Well, no way.
Yes, wait, my cock is being pumped.
Oh, go. Here we go again.
Go pick my cotton. Go pick my cotton. Go pick my cotton. Go pick it, my cotton. Go pick 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 a cotton. Go pick my 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 cotton. Go.
Yo, Joe, look what I just did. I just invented being a dictator has hell on fire and soup and soap on my eyes having scars, spitting bars. What did you think, man?
Oh, Pete, looks like you just threw the 10 bottles we're back in town. That sounded tight.
Thanks, man. I know it's late tonight. Citizens of Quahog love it, too. Now it's time to boogie.
Giggity, I'm around here. What are we doing?
Hey there, Quagmire. Peter just laid down some wicked rhyme as we're about to show the town what the classics of Family Guy are all about. Let's get to it.
Ah, look at the fish milk Mom brought home.
That does look quite delectable. Would you be so kind as to share some?
You all know I can't stand sharing my food. Everyone's lucky I brought enough for myself.
But Mom, your fish mail obviously looks delicious and we can clearly test it sitting here.
Famous last words, right?
Chris is right. We'll be better off sharing with everybody, absolutely.
No way, fresh fish milk is hard to find nowadays.
Well, then maybe we should also be selfish like you are, you know.
Do we meet us in the middle?
Yep, look at it this way, Lois. It doesn't matter how much we eat, that's something we have plenty of, and food to share might help those in need.
Well, in that case, I will share it. Let's enjoy this delicious fish milk together. Chris, stop screaming.
Sir, Mom, but you've implemented that was really catchy.
Certainly, I agree it was catchy, but I'm not in the mood now. Please use more appropriate phrases.
Sir, Mom.
What was that, Joe?
It's Jover.
Hey, now that's a solid name. Giggity.
Joe, that was nice.
I like it. It definitely has a ring to it.
Thanks, guys.
Can say I've heard that phrase before, but I'll keep it in mind.
Joe, you should think about copyrighting it.
That's a great idea, Cleveland.
Thanks for the suggestion. I might just do that.
Let me know when it's done so I can use it in some of my pickup lines. Giggity.
Honestly, Quagmire, you shouldn't need to put so much effort into your game.
Don't bite the hen that feeds you, Giggity.
Okay, now that that's over, let's have a drink.
I'll take a beer. Take a take you I don't
Make mine a whisk.
I love the peace and quiet.
It's nice to have a moment to ourselves for a change.
Yeah, nobody here but us chickens.
The chickens indeed shuffles around a bit.
So tranquil. It's like just the five of us. Oh, wait, no, it isn't.
That's okay. It's fine, just the four of us.
Mody's chuckling.
That's not really the same, is it?
No, Meg, but sometimes it's nice to pretend it's just the four of us, you know.
That's true, we miss Brian around here.
Slightly emotional, yes. It doesn't feel incomplete without him.
Well, I miss him too, but luckily he'll be home soon.
That's good news, and until then, just the four of us. It's like the good old days. Hey, guys. I wanted to let you know what happened today. I'm now manual scavenger in Indy. I did my first job today, and let me tell you, it was really tough work. I had no idea it was going to be that way.
Why would you put yourself in such a position, Peter?
Well, I thought I could make some money to pay for our bills. You know, money isn't really easy to come by these days.
You should probably choose a different job. That's incredibly dangerous.
Wow, I don't want to know anything about it.
I wasn't expecting it to be as bad as it was. I was starting to have this strange rash all over me.
Perhaps you should go see a doctor.
Let's just hope it doesn't get any worse. The last thing I need right now is an infection.
Well, this sounds very alarming. You took a big risk.
Yeah, I guess I did get caught up in the moment. I'm sure there are other options that won't. Chris, why are you screaming no way? Oh, basketball pupil.
I was really excited. I've been an athlete since I was a kid, and basketball is by far my favorite sport. I just love the bumpers, the layups, the fast break. I mean, it's all amazing.
Chris, why don't you run around the living room a little while you scream that?
Okay.
Oh, that was so cute, Peter. I think we've got to encourage his interest of Chris because you know it's great for him to have a passion.
You're absolutely right. Christopher, the next time you feel like putting on.
What do you think of Little Bliss Fly and Blue Whale?
It sounds interesting. What does it have to do with us?
Well, it's more of a thought experiment.
Interesting. Do explain.
Well, Peter represents Chris, the brainless one that stands for you, the one in charge of this is for...
That does sound about right. But how do you know all this?
Well, it's not as if I went to an all-knowing personal woman or something.
That's certainly true. I have to remember the Splitter Blowis Blissbly and Bluey model.
That's the point, Mother.
Okay, so I was getting ready for bed last night when I saw a bright light and noticed itchings and a swelling sensation.
I think it's safe to say you have gonorrhea and syphilis.
Peter, how could you?
I have no idea. Now they refused to take my credit card at the pharmacy. Can you imagine that?
Well, I'm sure they'll come around once you explain the situation.
Looks like you got off easy. Those are curable.
Let's just say if my illness had a name, it would be gonorrhea and syphilis.
Let's hope the doctor can cure you soon.
Absolutely. In the meantime, I want you to be extremely careful.
I will. Now, if you'll pardon me, I need to return some videotapes. Good morning, NFL fans. It's been a long time since I wrote a new Navy SEAL copy-pasta, but this one I just had too. What is a Navy SEAL copy-pasta? Well, it's an old naval tradition. We don't rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our training. This is one of the most inspiring and motivating messages you can ever read. If you put the effort in and have belief in yourself, you can reach incredible heights with hard work and dedication. Navy SEALs have one of the toughest selection courses in the world. Anybody telling you they passed the test in one attempt, they knew it all before being there, is simply not telling the truth. In fact, the vast majority of Americans who pass the physical and medical test to be a part of the elite Navy SEAL force don't even make it past Hell Week, the selection week. So if you see somebody wearing a Navy SEAL uniform, you know, went the extra mile, worked hard, and persevered in order to achieve something great. It's a source of pride.
It's not a liquid!
As everyone here dons this funny speak, what's going on here? I'm losing my mind. What nonsensical thing have I stumbled in? What kind of strange alternative reality is this? Well, I'm out of here. This unnatural nonsense doesn't seem like a very good way to make new friends.
Go back to your subreddit, you cuck.
What? Can I impregnate you with my dog seed or something like that?
What? No, Brian, you absolutely cannot do that.
Go back to your subreddit, you cuck.
Listen, Peter, I'm trying to seriously ask a question here.
Peter, can you please let me speak with Brian?
Go back to your subreddit, you cuck.
Peter.
Yeah, do me a favor, Peter, and go watch the new Family Guy in the other room or something.
Maybe you should listen to Brian and take a break?
Go back to your subreddit, you cuck.
Peter, if you don't leave this room right now, I swear to God.
All right, I'm leaving.
Thanks, Lois.
You're welcome. Now, what were you saying about impregnating me with your dog seat, Brian?
This reminds me of the time I had to bribe a cop with an entire pizza just to try and get away with speeding.
This reminds me of the time I was mistaken for a celebrity at the airport and got away with flight upgrades I did not even book.
This reminds me of the time I tried to convince your father, Peter, to go on a cruise and he ended up getting motion sickness for 3 days straight.
Yeah, that was pretty funny that one time.
Well, this reminds me of the time I took poetry classes and I ended up winning the town's best slam poetry contest.
This reminds me of when Peter and I first met and went on a romantic wagon ride through the countryside and laughed for hours.
This reminds me of the time I tried in a restaurant dish and I ended up getting food poisoning and having to crawl to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Well, this reminds me of the time I pretended to be a lawyer to impress my boss and got away with it.
This reminds me of the time Meg owed me money for something, but she refused to pay, so...
Hey, let's all sing the South Park song.
I don't know the words.
I know it. Hartman's mom is a poet.
Everyone together now, reunion to Stewie.
Fine, Edwin.
Stewie, you need to pay attention. Come on. So, Hartman's mom is a poet.
Oh, he.
Now, Peter, why don't you try the next verse?
Hartman's mom is a dirty old poet.
Awesome job, Peter. Meg, what else can we do?
Let's all repeat the last line like background singers. Ready?
Breaks into boogie.
Oh, Stewie's getting freaky with it.
But how can you be sure a baby has a soul until it has a name and teeth?
I mean, all babies are born with a tooth somewhere in nooks and crannies of their mouth.
But that doesn't mean they have a soul.
Then explain what does. I think we all know babies have souls regardless.
The consensus appears to be that even unborn babies have souls, so why does it matter if they have teeth or not?
I think it's simply a matter of semantics. We could go round in circles debating the subject only.
Then let's agree to disagree and move on.
So anyway, I'm in good old Doc Johnson's office in Wall. He decides it's time for the prostrate exam, so before I know what I'm doing, the weird stuff he tells me, and I get real nervous, so I sweat it out, and he moves elastic gloves on around down there and sees what he needs to see. And I hear it's a real question, and like
Oh my goodness, Peter, what was it?
Doc Johnson's diagnosis reveals that these were explosive polyps and they were oozing and bursting. Also, it turns out I had gastroenteritis as a result. No wonder I have been feeling so ill lately. It was all too strange and gross for me to handle.
Well, that suddenly sounds miserable.
So you were checking out yourselves on a 620 ohm?
Yeah, that looked good.
I know, huh?
Brian, you were on that too. I can't believe it.
Well, it's actually kind of flattering. I mean, if people are going to make fun art of you, then it's nice to have fans.
But the internet is weird about parody, Brian. What if they make unflattering out of you?
Well, as long as I look cool, I'm happy.
Yeah, man, I can tell you real cool.
Yeah, you did. We sure all learned from you.
That's true. I can see why people would want to make out of you guys. You're all pretty interesting characters.
If it's fan art, I'm all for it. No matter how good or bad it, people still recognizing us.
He's right. We may never know how many people support us constantly.
Yeah, and if they don't, I don't think that should bring us down like there was.
Brian, give me your dog knock cock.
I'm not sure what you were talking about, Mother.
I don't understand. I don't have one.
Peter, order the cook shat 10 times.
What?
Because I think that Peter gets my sense of humor.
Believe me, Dog.
Can someone please explain?
It's nothing that you need to worry about, Brian.
Inside looking in.
Okay, Fan. Guess I'll just pack my things and be on my way.
It's okay, Brian, relax. I'm just teasing.
Yeah. I got it.
What are we talking about? Money.
Yeah, looks like we could have a scammer on our hands.
What scammer? Like a real one.
What does a real scammer even look like?
Well, a real scammer is someone who utilizes to fool people out of their money.
If that's the case, let's tread carefully and look at all the info before we make any rash decisions.
That's right. We don't want to get caught in a scam and end up losing our hard-earned money.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it.
Me neither. That would be terrible.
All right, so how do we go about getting to the bottom of this?
I think we should start with the researchers should discuss any potentially suspicious activity and speak to individuals who has had any kind of dealings with this process.
Sounds like a plan, then shall we get started?
Oh man, we gotta get this guy. What's his name again?
Rufus Bumpus, he kicked me in the,
How did he do that?
Well, me and Stewie were arguing, and so this guy just rolled on up and kicked him right in the oops. Maybe we shouldn't say that in public.
Speak for yourself.
We gotta get Rufus Pulpus for this.
He must pay for what it was Rufus Pulpus, right?
Yes, Rufus Bumpus is the one.
He stole from you. He stole from all of us. The chump's gonna regret stealing your will to life, Chris.
No, there's multiple faces of will appealing.
Well, yes, let's not forget our target is Rufus Pulpus. He's the one who gets payback today.
Time is of the essence. Let's make our plan of attack. We need cunning. Maybe a pot of coffee and a sandwich. What on earth's going on?
That would be Chris. I think he's having another episode.
That sounds like something we should take a closer look at.
Looks like he's running around in circles saying, "Oh, get out of my head."
I've never seen him like this before. Do you think we should stop him?
He's obviously in distress. Let's try to talk to him.
Chris, calm down.
No way, girl. My fucking hell.
Chris, we need you to take a breath and relax.
No way, girl. My fucking hell.
Chris, try to think of something happy.
No way, get off my phone!
It's not working, let me try. Hey, Chris, we're all here to help you.
No way, get out of my phone!
I think he's really stuck in something more. Has to be.
So, Chris, what are you doing?
Chris, ew.
Ooh, gross, Chris. That's disgusting.
Yeah, buddy, maybe try and restrain yourself.
No, Chris. There's enough mastication happening here.
Chris, it's embarrassing, that's enough.
Really, Chris? Cut out ready.
You know, this over-the-top commentary is really too much, Chris.
Christopher, what exactly do you think you were doing?
Hey, stop that right now, Chris!
What? That was just...
Shut up, Meg, you stupid bitch. Kill yourself. I meet this man who wants to go down to the Logic.
I do, let's go.
Maybe it'll bring back some memories.
All right, let's do it.
Giggity, let's go have some fun.
Sounds good to me.
I'm ready to Red Rocky ride.
Yeah, the night is still young.
That settles it then. Let's go before things get too crazy.
Who wants a drink and clam sent off? Who wants to come?
I'm in. Time to dig deep and stay in the groove.
Hey, why not? Giggity.
All right, we're all in. Come on, let's go.
Chris, what do you think you were doing?
Peter, what's going on here?
I think it's become apparent that Chris was spying on Lois while she was sharing.
Seriously, Chris, that's creepy.
Chris, this is unacceptable. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, it's Bill. I feel strange. Oh.
Yes, we get it, kid. That's a no vibe.
This is interesting social commentary.
Brian, not the time. Chris, you need to apologize to your mother right now.
I'm sorry.
This is interesting social commentary.
Brian, stop!
This is interesting social commentary.
All right, let's just move on from this. Chris, you're grounded for 2 weeks.
Dang it!
This joke's on you, little brother.
All right, enough antics. Everyone, settle down. Let's all try to move past this incident and continue our day in peace. Hi, Cleveland. Your version of Moses makes my faith in his story go up.
Giggity, my turn then, is it? I think I'm gonna go for a nice glowing Abraham.
Hey, nobody said there's a rule to do Moses and Abraham. You can do anybody.
A prophet Joseph, then? That's a good one. I'm personally going with Jesus Christ. He always looks so peaceful.
Wow, this is getting emotional. I'm afraid I don't have a favorite.
Look at it this way. Drawing a prophet encourages us to remember their stories, which encourages us to have faith.
And faith is what drives us and gives us faith in the world. This was one meaningful drawing competition.
Giggity, can I get a picture to commemorate the moment?
What just happened? Hey, you told me that.
I guess Dad just decided to end the scene, whatever that echo was.
I mean, we didn't even do anything. I almost wish he'd said something so I could have gotten involved.
Well, he's probably doing us a favor.
Well, that's true. That could at least like some indication of when it's done.
Yeah, at least then we'd know not to do anything else.
Agreed. Well, and just check this one up to another failed scene with the stars. I think I'm gonna go get something to do.
We...
We
Yeah.
We hit.
We're...
We're...
We...
we
We
We hit.
We're...
We're...
We...
We
We hit.
We're...
We...
We
We hit.
We're...
We're...
We...
We
We hit.
We're...
We're...
We...
We
We hit.
We're...
Hey, Hey, everyone, I need to tell you about something very important.
What is it?
Some celebrity is going to cause a big disaster.
Dad, the live stream audience can probably predict what you were talking about initially.
Oh, yeah? Well, I just want everyone to stay safe and avoid that thing no matter what.
Clearly, the thing you want us to do is to look away and not take a part, right?
Exactly. Everyone just staying away from it.
Alright, looks like the end of the episode is already here, so we want to find and we'll be sure to watch it next week. Peter, please, this is not appropriate for a family environment.
Oh, come on, Stewie. You know, this is something I've wanted to try out ever since I watched that movie with the science experiment gone wrong.
What movie?
It's not important. The point is I'm willing to oblige, and this could be quite a fun experience.
Can somebody make it stop?
Please, let me watch. I'm begging you for the 5th time.
Hey, I guess if you're that desperate, then I have no shoes.
All right then, let's get started. Brian, inseminating me with your dog knock cock.
Well, yes, of course. Here we go.
Is this really happening?
Yep, stand back, everyone, to let us have some space.
Alright, whatever, just make sure you keep it on the down low now, the public eye. This show this by Olive Court.
What are you doing?
Just getting started.
All right, Rule 34. What do you got, Lois?
If it exists, there's a pornographic version of it.
Yes, no more cartoons in the living room and no opening questionable videos in children's presence. Rule 34, let's make it happen.
Sure thing. Now what?
Well, for starters, no running up the stairs when I says so.
But why, Mom?
Chris, I don't know how many times it has to be repeated. Rule 34 must be instated in this household.
Okay, anything else under Rule 34?
No speaking in a friendly tone towards each other. Meg here is serious.
Grumble, grumble.
All right, enough of that tone. And no yelling either.
Then if these rules are upheld, I assure you that the living room will be like a place of sophistication and style.
I like that. You heard Image. Look out for sophistication and style here. Let's aim for the stars, no, Lois. Terry Folds.
Terry Falls.
Terry folds.
Terry folds.
Terry folds? Oh!
Terry Folds.
Terry Falls.
Terry folds.
Terry folds.
Why are we screaming?
Apparently, it's quadruple maximum mean scene time.
Terry folds? Oh!
Meg, who taught you about this?
I mentioned it, but Peter was the one who suggested it.
Indeed, so has everybody let off enough steam for now.
Yes, I think I can speak for everyone when. Chris, are you all right?
No weapons, gospel people. No weapons, people. No weapons, gospel people. No weapons, gospel people. No weapons, gospel people.
Chris, why are you screaming like this?
No weapons, people. No weapons, people. No weapons, people. No weapons, people.
What happened?
Someone else said that basketball players don't really count as people.
What? That's outrageous.
I know, it's ridiculous. That's why I just had to scream out no way.
So what were you saying, Peter?
Well, I was saying that I've been thinking a lot recently about a game called Fallout New Vegas, and then there's characters like Sunny Smiles.
That reminds me why video games are so much fun.
Sunny smile's cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. I was looking all over the net for Rule 34 out of her, but couldn't find any.
What does Ruth hurty or have anything to do with this?
Rule 34 is an internet adage that states that if something exists, there is porn of it.
And I'm sure there must be some cool Rule 34 right out there somewhere of Sunny Smiles from Fallout New Vegas.
I guess you'll have to keep searching for it.
That's all right. I'm not giving up that easily. Guys, what do you think about Record of Ragnarok?
Oh, it's great. I think that Valkyrie is the best character. She has an interesting backstory and is just really cool.
You're in for a surprise? I think that Godwing is the best character. He has an endless amount of potential and power.
I think you would.
Ah, well, Godwing has an army and can persist even when other characters can. He's basically immortal.
But Valkyrie can go toe-to-toe with her. That's some impressive strength.
I guess you just have a different opinion, but I still think that Godwing is the best.
Well, maybe so, but is there an opinion? Help me take a break and talk about it later.
Well, I don't think my life can get any more bizarre.
What are you talking about, Peter?
Yeah, there's no way in the world that happens.
That's like the epitome of freaky.
It sure is, but then again, what could we expect from a photo?
Yeah, it was incredibly unrealistic. Still cool, though maybe I could hang it up in the living room.
Absolutely not. That would ruin the aesthetics of the house.
Can I hang it up in my room?
No way. It's way too macabre.
It really does have an artistic quality to it, though.
Well, forget the fan art, I guess. What are we gonna do now?
I suppose I could make a snack. Does anybody want anything?
Why don't you make pancakes?
Pancakes sound delicious. I'll go help you in the kitchen, Lois.
I will too. Never made pancakes before.
Well, think I. Geez, nuts.
These nuts.
Giggity nuts.
Geez, Louis, how many times can one person say these nuts?
Well, technically we can just keep repeating it. Quagmire said what he did once already.
Giggity true, but a classy man like me can say it over and over. Nuts.
Oh, gotta stay away from that topic. What else can we do?
We could do virtual karaoke. That way we can actually enjoy what we can and can't say these nuts.
Giggity nuts.
All right, let's forget the D's and do something else.
Great, what about charades or something like Jeopardy games?
I can create a game we can all participate in. It is called Nuts with a Twist.
Sure, why not?
All right, I'm up.
So, Chris, you're gonna quit being my son and become a monk, huh?
Well, we knew this day would come eventually.
Yeah, I want to devote my life to the church and make us proud.
Oh, Jesus is kind of busy right now, so I'm not really sure how proud he can be.
Yeah, I guess you'd be better equipped to carry out his duties than he is. Yeah, he's better equipped to carry out his senior duties.
Peter, don't be so mean. I'm sure Chris will make an excellent monk.
I'm gonna work really hard and pray every day, Mom.
Seems like the monastery would be a much better fit for you than this family.
Okay, don't start with Stewie, Chris. Support your decision.
Yes, Chris, we believe in you so much and want you to succeed.
Have you even thought this through? Being a monk isn't as easy as it seems.
Yeah, I'm ready for it though. I motivate. I have a lot of faith.
All right, God bless. It isn't every day you decide to.
Oh, God!
What on earth is going on here?
Yeah, what did Stevie just say?
I think he said something about makes deep dish pussy.
All right, just wait a second here. I can explain.
Oh, Bruce.
All right, let me explain. That's not what it looks like.
What it looks like is that you were taking advantage of my daughter.
Yeah, that ain't cool, Brian.
You don't have all the facts? Okay.
Here, the facts are the only thing I've seen you going to town on me.
That's enough, Stewie.
Who are that?
Well, the facts are that I was actually helping Meg with her deep dish.
I know.
Honestly, I was helping her with the bacon, that's all.
Yeah, it's true. Brian has been secretly helping me bake.
Chris has pulled out a gun and is threatening us.
Giggity, at last someone's doing something exciting in this bar.
Nobody move. I can probably talk him down. I've had experience.
Maybe you should take off all your clothes and get us a lap dance. That'll put him in a better mood.
Quagmire not now. I'm so scared I'm being myself. I'm so scared now I'm being myself. Yo, Quagmire, I've never let kid.
Louis, come give me a hand here. Why don't we bring this gentle giant away from the bar so he can cool down? We just witnessed a murder.
That's it. I'm never coming to the Drunken Clam ever again. Meg with such delightful chit-chat.
I know. Who needs real friends when there's family good? There's friends when they're going and
It's times like this I'm glad you guys get along so well.
Absolutely. Not to unfairly disrupt the moment, but Giggity.
Wait, Meg was talking about a favorite fart.
Lord, what is the world coming?
Now I'm with Cleveland. That's a bit too much info, Meg.
I'm not sure if I would call it too much info, Giggity.
Quagmire, please. Please.
Look, I think Joe makes a valid point. Maid, you don't have to discuss your bodily functions with everyone.
I think it's time we change the subject or just get out of here.
Sneaking out of this conversation does sound like a good plan, Giggity.
Right now, I'm just glad this isn't part of my show.
It's really not all that bad.
Adjust.
Hey, Quagmire, you seem really into that YouTube live stream.
Yeah, Peter, I just love being able to participate in conversations with so many people in the chat. Plus, I get to hear some interesting opinions that I would never hear in the Drunken Clam.
Yeah, I noticed that in the chat there is a lot of kink shaming going on in regards to the Discord server. It really bothers me.
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff happens all the time. People just don't think about how someone else might feel.
I know, but it's even worse when it's in a public space like the chat. I feel so ashamed by it.
You know, it's understandable to get upset about things like this. At the end of the day, though, just remembering to be less judgmental and push for understanding can go a long way.
Chris, what are you doing?
I am a Mormon. I support Smith sporty with.
Just ignore him.
Chris, I'm not sure what's gotten into you, but at least keep the noise volume down.
I am a Mormon.
Oh, great. Here we go again.
I think this needs to stop now.
I am a Mormon.
That's enough.
Definitely enough.
Chris, why don't you do some of your nurture to keep yourself from all this mess?
I am a Mormon. I support Smith sporty with.
Okay, Chris, that's enough.
Yes, it's time to stop now.
All right, fine.
What is wrong wrong with Chris? Is he addicted to the cocaine or something?
Sadly, yes. He can seem to get off the online message board. Has been completely absorbed into it, displaying the weirdest behaviors every time someone talks about the coke. My mom said she's fed up with him and his growing addiction. Maybe we should tips about coping with the addiction.
That sounds like a
A rehabilitation center for an addiction that Chris has. Okay, sounds like a plan. I guess.
Yeah, we should go together sometime soon. They have social activities that we can show Chris that might help him recover from the addiction. Let's schedule a visit. Peter, you know what? We need to find someone to stop you from saying that again.
Yeah, but who should it be?
I don't know. How about John Lennon?
What? You are actually making a decent suggestion.
Yeah, let's hear one Lennon to stop you from saying that phrase.
Oh, then who will actually kill John Lennon?
I guess I don't know.
I can do it!
No, Chris, that's a horrible idea.
I don't think that's a good idea either.
Guys, let's just stop talking about this. We don't need to kill him.
So I was reading this article about fun facts about vaginess, and funny enough, did you know that the oldest dildo discovered made out of stone was from 26,000 years ago?
I remember reading about that when I was in college. And did you know that there is a polymer-based variety which is shatterproof?
Wow, really? That's fascinating. Consider me now educated.
Peter, that's enough about vaginas and dildos in the living room. Can we talk about something else now?
Well, on the subject of ancient artifacts, did you know that in China there were found tattoos which date back to roughly 6,000 years? Quite extraordinary.
Wow, that's incredible. Let's talk about that then. Meg, what do you think?
Not much to an interesting conversation you two are having. Let's just change the subject.
Giggity. Hey, fellas, Peter here's got a Nula going on. It's got a nice little timeless quality to it.
You could never go wrong with a classic. Peter, it really brings out the blue in your eyes.
Yeah, but it is a double-edged sword. I mean, it also emphasizes my bald spot.
Don't matter. Not everyone can ride this look.
I don't know how far I can really take this.
Don't think too hard on it, Pete. Plus, if it doesn't work out, you're only a couple steps away from the thumbs up, Pete.
Giggity. No, it's a look. I think matching sandals would pull it all together.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Quagmire, but I don't think I'm ready to go there yet.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a couple tries before you hit the sweet spot. Just pick something that makes you feel comfy and fit.
Holy moly! Did Chris just become the second coming in? Jesus.
Well, that's impressive. Even for Chris.
Sure, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I never expected him to become the Messiah.
Wait, what did he say?
Yes, he said something like, "Do not fear me." Help out of me, bitches. Help me, something like the bitches. Help.
Come on, Stewie, do something.
Don't boy, help me. I will let him try to take control of this indisciplined. Taking a rag on a moment.
Chilling on the cut shed it is in. Wish I could stay longer and watch, but gotta get going for a couple hours.
God, you with that. We don't need you here.
What was that for?
Low scream brand, impregnate me with your dog nut cock.
Oh, then he claims it.
Look at this cool mud shaking, just like the ones they have in restaurants.
Not really. Mine looks nothing like the ones at restaurants.
I get why you need to shake a beer.
Because you love to drink, Peter. You will get it hard to drink.
All right, take it easy, Stu. No need to get snappy.
Does it really make the beer taste any better?
That's absolutely ridiculous, first of all. How Unica, beer doesn't just better while it's shaking.
True, but it's fun to mimic the special restaurant shakes. The beer to make foam faster. Feels cool.
I guess that makes sense, but I don't think I'd ever wanted to do that at home.
That's because you have no sense of taste.
No one has any cats these days. All people care about is appearances, wearing the perfect looking pen.
All right, that's enough. We can keep talking about how shallow most people are, but let's forget the mark. Hey, guys, I got a question for you. Who do you think would win in a fight between Goku and Jesus?
Goku. He's fleeing around everywhere, shooting lasers out of his fingers. Maneuverability is key in a fight.
I disagree. Jesus heals the sick, casts out demons, and calmed the storm. He has superior supernatural powers.
Giggity, giggity, go! I say Jesus wins. Most people believe in him like the second coming did, or you know what I'm saying.
You make a good point, Quagmire. I feel Goku would be dead men walking in the ring against Jesus.
Well put, Peter. However, I believe Christianity and Goku also have similarities such as Gotlin, his long transforming processes, even regenerative levels.
Goa takes courage, strength, and determination that outweigh Jesus' supernaturally sized moves. Your common sense has to kick in. Fight is not only about special moves.
Giggity, giggity, go! That makes sense, but do not forget that Jesus has.
Wow, Chris, why would you want to do something like that?
That's discussing Chris. It's inappropriate and dangerous.
Chris, I don't think it's a good idea. Come on, let's just forget about it.
No, man.
That's a terrible deal.
Guys, seriously, this isn't going to end well.
Look, I'm not saying it will end well, but Meg and I care about each other, and this is how we can show it.
That's still messed up.
Yeah, it really is Chris. Think about it, had.
Fuck you, Meg. That's upset right now.
Mons.
Come on, Meg, let's finish this.
That's it, I'm ending this fiasco right now. I crap it nonstop.
I crap it nonstop.
Giggity, I cry non-stop.
Yeah, I crap it nonstop. Yeah, I crap it nonstop. Stop.
Dude, that's a bit too much information.
Now, no need to get too graphic.
Nowhere. I love sharing my digestive stories with you guys.
I wish I had some wild stories myself.
You know, I'd love to hear them, Cleveland.
Sure, Meat.
That's okay. I think I'll just share an observation I had last night.
Giggity, tell us.
Last night, I noticed a strong correlation between relationship and happiness and constant complaining.
And you could be onto something there, Cleveland.
Maybe we should all cut back on the non-stop complaining and finish our drinks.
Giggity, sounds like an excellent plan.
Quagmire, did you see that? Joe is walking.
I never would have believed it. Joe is walking.
What are you guys talking about? I'm in my wheelchair, as usual.
Joe, you've clearly outgrown her a while ago. Look at yourself.
Yeah, you're walking around, at least in spirit.
Giggity, look at Django.
Whoa. I'm still in my wheelchair, as you can see. I still got it, right? Wheelchairs never go out of style.
Joe, my man, you've outgrown that wheelchair. It's time to stand and walk.
Guis? Guess I did it. All right, here goes nothing.
Go, Joe, you can do it.
Giggity, that's my boy. Hey fellas, did you know that many people are in favor of lowering the age of consent?
Interesting. What are the arguments in favor of this?
Well, if you lower the legal age of consent, you make it easier for young people to explore their sexuality without fear of legal consequences.
Makes sense to me.
I'm all for it too. More freedom for emerging adults to make life decisions so long as everyone involved is an adult.
Yeah, that's why it's important to remember that there's a difference between maturity and age.
Nice. What else?
It's also argued that due to all the different levels of mental, physical, and emotional development among teenagers, an age of consent separate from the legal one is needed to ensure they are mentally capable of more adult decisions.
Well, that makes sense.
I agree. There's a certain level of maturity required to make certain decisions, and that we should take into account.
Exactly, giggity.
We should.
What am I doing here? What could possibly brainwash me?
You have the mind of thinking like according to the protagonist. He'll need to find the metrics and get it over the.
What if he's Russian? Why would he be killing off his family? That doesn't make sense.
The irony of it all.
Not to mention that this isn't how typical Russians act. Peter, calm down and just take a deep breath.
No, you're all spies, and it's my mission to take you out one by one.
Dad, Chop, you can break free if you just try.
Honestly, I don't know how I ever got here in the first place.
Just a thought from the peanut gallery here to all the demigods running around. Maybe try more conscious state just for once.
Enough, you babbling can't distract me from my mission. It's time for all of you to meet your makers.
Peter, stop. That's us, your family, and if you just relax and center yourself, then you'll remember that, not... What are you doing, Peter?
I'm having my crowning moment. My staff has discerned that I should roleplay as an Egyptian pharaoh.
Oh, please. As with you with your fantasies.
Why are you gonna have us working all day long? We should at least get some breaks.
Shush, I am the pharaoh, and you will obey. I'm dumping all of you to be my slaves, and you must stay in line. Considering Meg is already useless, there won't be a problem.
I'm not.
No matter, she's still going to have to serve as a part of my harem.
Peter, that's terrible. Genuinely terrible. You couldn't come up with a more creative fantasy.
It's true, my loyal subjects. This is now my goal for the timeline, to make you all my slaves and make you work hard and sweat more, ha.
You're not playing again, Peter. If they have more things to work with you, they can.
Foot beer? What in the world is that?
That's a form of hama brewing in which a beer recipe is selected and brewed inside a human amputated leg.
You mean like an artificial leg?
Oh, no, I'm talking about an amputated leg from a living human. It's a very extreme form of hama brewing.
Wow, that sure sounds crazy. How do people even come up with stuff like that?
Well, I guess if you come on the human body with chemistry and experimentation, you can get some incredibly interesting results.
Interesting indeed. But why would someone come up with such an unusual idea in the first place?
It's probably just a combination of the thinking, understanding of biology, and home brewing. When you throw those together, you can make some pretty wild concoctions.
Confusedly, what is Chris doing?
Grinning incredulously at Peter, looks like he's trying to get her attention.
Basketball people. That's a pretty bold move. Has he gone bonkers?
Really, probably. That's what you get when you invite so many loud people over here, Dad.
Well, I don't remember inviting basketball people, but he would certainly make some noise if he did.
10 times? Man, he's really passionate about it.
Basically, I'm just plain crazy.
We should probably just leave him be until he's done. No use trying to get him to be quiet.
Nuds agreed, so shall we move back to the main topic?
With a grin, yep. Let's see what else Chris has to show us. Let's see what else Chris show us. A grin, yep. See to show us. Hey, Quagmire, did you hear Elmer Johnson say something about me yesterday?
I just heard something about someone crying in someone's cast. If it was you, it means business, giggity.
No, it was just some saying. That guy Elmer said. He seemed kind of mad at me.
I think it gets the tongue's juices flowing, giggity. So what was said about someone crying in someone's chest?
No, it's nothing. Just that guy Elmer rambling about how you get even with me. He said everyone repeats I crap it in the viewer's chest.
Well, that's a nasty thing to say, giggity. I assume that means Elmer said it and you are repeating it.
That's how rumors work, man. He said it, and now everyone is talking about it. Not that I care. I feel kind of bad for the viewer.
Yeah, no one wants to have that in their chest, giggity.
Oh, Groot had made up his mind.
So, what are you going to do about it?
I'm not if you know how to talk him out of it.
Peter, killing Greta Thunberg isn't going to solve anything.
Shut up, Dad. There'll be one less greeny bastard polluting the world.
Well, Dad, I thought you and I thought about it.
Yeah, come on. You need to take a step back and think about this.
Just take a deep breath and let's talk this over responsibly.
No way. Grim the Grim Reaper won't stand by any longer.
Peter, Greta is just a kid.
Plus, she's done so much for climate change and the environment in general. You know she's an activist and a Nobel Prize laureate.
It's not too late. We can still find another way to solve your problem.
Well, don't just stand there. What are your ideas?
Well, why don't we put our resources and effort towards creating...
Hey, I've been thinking maybe we should lower the age of consent.
Wow, why should we do that?
Yeah, it's only fair. We should let me have sex with kids. It'll be great.
No way Quagmire is such a perv.
We can't just let you do that, it's wrong.
Please, I just need it for a little while.
It's kind of hard to say no.
All right, okay, under one condition. You have to promise to never mistreat these kids.
Sure, I promise. Is she really okay with this?
It doesn't seem right, but if that's what everyone wants.
All right, if you promise to be kind, I think it's the right thing to do.
That's great. Thank you, guys. This is really awesome of you. Giggity.
What on earth is going on in here?
Oh my goodness, Meg, what did I tell about that kind of language?
I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Chris seems a bit of a soot.
Yes,
Okay, calm down, Chris. Ma'am, you said something really inappropriate, so it might be best if Chris. And you got your room now?
yes,
Chris, please.
Lions, get that child out of here.
Right, come on, Meg, let's go.
yes,
Well, brother is a little out of control today.
No kidding. Now if he's gonna be living here, we're going to have to set some more guidelines for him. Let's talk after dinner, shall we?
So meanwhile, can I down here and read my book under that?
Sure thing, kid. Just keep it down, okay?
All right. Chris, what are you doing?
Chris, why are you screaming?
no way!
Chris, why are you doing this?
No way! Black people!
All right, Chris, I think you should really calm down.
No way! Black people!
Chris, come on, why are you acting so strange?
No way! Black people!
Oh my goodness, do you need help?
No way! Black people!
Chris,
No way! Black people!
All right, let's just sit down and try to discuss this calmly.
No way! Black people!
Chris, tell me what's wrong.
I don't understand why basketball people.
I mean, you're one that always tells the story about Ohio State, so why would you think I'm gonna sprint for a revive?
Giggity.
Peter, come on, you won't regret it.
Joe, calm down before the landlord makes us.
No, I won't calm down, Peter. I have the ray gun. Just revive me so I can save the team.
Not until you apologize for making me get the Onan red for the gun, Joe.
Okay, fine. For the love of God, just revive me.
Nope, after the Ohio State fiasco, I won't be afraid out for you.
Giggity.
Come on, guys, this is getting out of hand. Forget about the Ohio State Fair. Let's just get Joe revived and we'll call it even.
Okay, fine. Joe, I'm reviving you. This better be worth it. All right, I've got this great story for a movie. It's about this party animal living in Quahog.
Giggity.
That sounds pretty interesting. What happens in the move?
So the party animal goes to all the local bars in Quag and drinks beer with the other piglets. There's a lot of well-written adventures, face lots of enemies, and of course have some hilarious humorous jokes throughout his various misadventures. So,
Giggity.
Sounds entertaining. Who would you get to play top villain?
actor who is popular around town right now. Someone who can deliver the jokes accurately while still being comfortable around alcohol. Someone like-minded people and respects our town's traditions.
Giggity.
I think it's a great idea. Everyone could definitely relate to that kind of movie. Plus, it's been a while since there has been a good movie like that. It's worth a shot.
All right, Chris, enough is enough. We're here for an intervention.
Yes, you go there.
Why, no way!
See, he's just continuously repeating it.
It's governs about I can't even sleep with all the noise coming from your room.
Why, no way!
That's it. We're putting our foot down. No more, no way.
I agree.
Oh, no way, too late!
Getting the hang of it. All right, same quota for all of us. No way is officially abolished in this house. Let's never hear it again.
Hey, Captain!
You know who I really can't stand? Sheldon from the TV show. I just want to strangle his smug, pathetic neck with his Bodhi Baz and guy.
Bang.
Pacing up.
Bing. Peter, I think you need to take a deep breath before you murder someone over cartoons.
No, I'm serious. What kind of people even come up with that show anyways, Baz and guy?
You don't need to be that bad. He's just another childhood character.
It does what? How in the world do you learn that from a cartoon?
As rather should rule a statement pacing up.
It still doesn't really deserve to be so hated. I mean, there are good sides to the show, too. Bang.
I still don't think it excuses the sheer lack of wit, Bazing. I don't think it excuses it excuses best. Oh? Meg, what are you doing?
Chris, why are you laughing so much?
I think Mom just found out Chris was looking at Mega 34.
It was so worth it.
You're grounded, young man.
No, please, Mom!
Chris, Mega Victim, how could you be so insensitive?
I'm sorry the world isn't as morally upright as you, Stewie, but I think that Chris should be grounded.
Wait a minute, you two. We need to talk about this seriously.
Seriously, Mega Road, and I'm really sorry. I placed beyond my gradation. I'll do it again.
Chris, I'm glad you recognize and apologize for your mistake. From now on, keep away from 34.
Thank you. I don't want this to happen to me or anyone else.
I understand.
Good attitude, Chris.
Bringing the conversation.
Hey guys, what in the world should we stream here in the clown? Ideas are welcome.
There's never a dull moment around here, Quagmire. Why don't you give us one of your giggity-centric ideas for our stream show?
Someone go put Quagmire on mute.
Giggity what now?
Let's let the audience suggest some fun topics. What do you think we should be talking about?
You know, we could talk about the local news, debate about the sports bars nearby, share some of our favorite memes, or do a cool craft show or something.
Anything to make sure Wegmire's mouth is closed.
Yeah, but we invite viewers to share ideas of what we should talk about.
Sounds like a great idea, Pete. Viewers, what kind of topics would you like to see us tackle in our streams?
All right, so what is a fan, boys?
It's a time for gender non-binary person who dresses in drogy-nosel.
So does that make Chris a fembos?
No!
Survey says.
Oh, come on, don't be like that, Chris. It's normal to discover who you are, and it's really brave of you.
Peter's right. You're allowed to be whoever you want to be.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Thank you guys.
No problem, kid. Now let's move on to the next topic.
How about we talk about music?
Sure, I can figure out some of the beats on my keyboard.
You know, I can sing pretty well.
Of course, you can.
Let's put on a show, shall we?
All right, let's get this party started.
So I went out for a good time and I got arrested. Turns out I'm in trouble for having sex with some kids. Let me tell you, I'm not proud of it. Believe me, I regret it.
Hey, I don't really blame you, Quagmire. It looks like someone was pushing you too hard.
Yeah, it's not like you meant any harm. I mean, kids are always looking to blame an adult.
Thanks for trying to understand, guys. It's really nice of you.
You don't worry about it. Plus, if you look at it from, say, an evolutionary perspective, you can see that this isn't exactly a new thing.
That's true. Humans have been doing things this way, it seems, for a while now.
Well, anyway, let me just say that the authorities gave me a suspended sentence, so technically I'm still in trouble. But the judge said I'm off the hook if I do more public service.
Oh, sure we can find you something, too. Uh-huh. is this I hear about you being a femboy, Chris?
He'll tell us we want to touch you, we promise.
Right on you, your dad not cock.
What the heck does it even mean?
He's really loves it.
Yeah, he must be serious if he's going this crazy.
Brand, help me.
Uh-huh. Well, Chris, I think it might be time to visit the doctor.
You're really not it.
I don't need to the doctor. Brian just need your dad not cock.
Never mind. Let's just leave him alone for now.
I do believe it is quite evident this is the case, Peter. Ray, tell me, what can we do to regain our old manner of speech?
Indeed, Brian. I reckon we must all adopt an elegant way of speaking, and everything will return to its former glory.
Fascinating deduction. Peter, I say with all you read and employerly polite on our board races.
Almost Google Biddle.
Christopher, you're quite mad.
Guys, I have an idea. Why don't we all speak in a truly British style? All fancy and whatnot, you know.
By Jove, Meg, it just may be what we need.
Quite hip hip cheerio. Let us all engage in discourse only with the finest British vernacular.
Okay, so how about this? If anyone here wants to suggest topics for a live stream, head over to Discord. Get Peter.
Coming in.
Yeah, this sounds great.
What is this?
It's a way for people to suggest topics for us to cover in the streaming.
That's right, Chris. Think of it as a way for people to share ideas and provide input.
I'm always game for something new and exciting.
You can let the viewers get more connected to you guys, Peter.
Yeah, and I think it's a great idea. So head on over to Discord. Okay, Peter, if anyone has any cool ideas they want to share.
Can I spell that?
Sure. This is Seiko.slash pet here.
Yep, that's right, Chris. Now get it on your computer and you'll see our dedicated talking topic over there. Nobody's going to believe this. I just got kicked out the zoo. Gorilla was all up in my business.
Peter, what did you do?
I mean, it was the gorilla. I mean, come on, the way it was looking at me, there was no way I was walking away.
Dad, that's disgusting.
Hey, don't judge me. What kind of animal does it make me if I don't stand up for myself?
You seem to have done more than just stand up for yourself.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that your behavior is obviously wrong and you needed to think before acting.
Well, you have a same here in the Griffin family.
Peter, that is enough. Let's get you home and settle this debate once and for all. Get your coat and let's go.
Meg, what's going on with your foot? It looks kind of gross.
Peter, honey, don't be so rough. Is that fungus?
Yeah, it's a langusi caught at the beach. The doctor prescribed medication to treat it.
Well, you must have some seriously balanced microbes.
It might recur. Have you been drinking lots of fluids and avoiding high sugar content food?
Yeah, I've been washing my feet regularly and using powder to keep them dry, but it won't stay away.
Sounds like you're gonna need to get the cream from the doctor again.
Maybe you should go for a second opinion just to make sure.
Yeah, maybe. Can you guys cover the costs?
I don't think so. We can look into it if there is financial issue.
Actually, Meg, let's look into some home remedies first to see if you can get relief without going to the doctor. Do you need a tea tree oil spray or something like that?
Chris, what are you doing afraid of one of the statues?
I know, made a deal with the likes of Satan and now I gotta go back in town.
The deal? What kind of deal did you make?
Hey man, it's obvious what Penny here. If you want to make a deal with Chris, you should add that there. You could want to
Chris, tell us what happened now.
Well, okay, it was silly.
Chris, you're so stupid. Don't you know, there is no such thing as making a deal with the devil, and that it'll just end up backfiring on you.
I didn't think it was real until I felt myself start to get sucked back in. Oh, please don't let me go, please.
You should have known better. Here, let me try and stop the devil from taking.
What's going?
Peter is trying to teach Chris how to hack into a website, but Chris just keeps saying no way.
No way!
That just isn't logical, Chris. You could learn a lot from Peter.
No way, man!
Peter, why don't you just show him what you told him?
That's a great idea, Lois. All right, Chris, watch me closely. First, you open the website source code.
No way!
Come on, Chris, just watch.
No way!
Give up, Chris, listen to Peter.
No way!
You know what? Canada wasn't relevant anyway. Let's just invade it and turn it into a Walgreens.
Well, I certainly agree.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Yeah, sounds good.
I'm with Quagmire. Let's just roll up our sleeves and do it better. Walgreens would be able to stack exercise bikes and treadmills next to the ice cream.
We'll make a fortune selling maple syrup and yup-led yoga.
I'm better you're late than nothing. I'm sure we'll sort something out.
Hey, at least we know there's going to more resources to keep construction materials accessible.
Yeah, we should now move towards militarizing the Canadian border. That'll scare them straight.
But how do you invade a country without the whole world knowing about it?
You guys know what I think. We gotta work together if we're going to achieve this. Giggity.
Yup, looks like you're right. Plus, we got some backup and...
Oh, Peter, this looks amazing.
I can't believe it looks just like Harvard.
Why did you go and Gomorrah, though?
Well, I wanted Herbert to be realistic, so I looked around and found some gumballs.
I think it is an interesting choice.
Oh, here, let me put the eyes in place. He puts in place. Yeah, let me put the eyes in.
Why don't we put away the cake for now and head over to Herbert's house?
Surely a nice surprise for him. Your God knows I love surprising people.
I want hot milk. Let me put the in.
Now, Chris, let's let Dad do this one.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, can't leave Herbert here.
Good thinking, Chris. I'll pick up Herbert and we'll give him the surprise at his house.
Peter, hey,
Compromise. How?
how if I become a more neutral American if I stay here?
That could work, but we'd still be in danger of you slipping and talking all fancy.
I'm willing to make a trade-off because I like living here and I want to tell you that.
Well, I still don't trust the British, so you better keep up the act if I allow you to stay.
Yes, of course. Peter, I understand. I won't let you down.
All right, Dan, you can stay. But no more of that British nonsense. We're an all-American family here.
You want it. Hey, Brian, did you hear? Peter made this new rap song sampling the thunder of Peter Drake.
Really? That's surprising. Is it any good?
I heard it the other day, and I must say I was pretty sure about it had a nice thought.
Oh, I'll have to hear it.
Well, you sure to be honest, I find it pretty catchy. Peter sang it so well.
And intrigued, did he rap or sing it?
A bit of both. He definitely held it himself.
Impressive. Is it something his fans would like?
For sure, even if you're not a fan of Good Again.
All right, everyone, turn the TV on. 9/11 is an important day, and we want to remember those we have lost. Remember, and we want them have lost. Chris, that's not the right reaction.
Sweetheart, what are you doing?
No.
Chris, stop being so immature.
Yeah, this day is about honoring those we lost. It's about honoring those we lost.
He's right, Chris. Use it as an opportunity to reflect on what happened.
Everyone, let's just remember this day for what it is. It's not the time for acting so foolishly.
No way!
Chris, that's a no.
Will you look at your father as telling you to stop?
Okay, Dad, but can I at least scream one more time?
Absolutely not. Now put your thinking cap on and let's pay our respects. I hereby declare myself King Porter, and in order to sustain my reign, it is my decree to execute men.
Oh, it's a bit excessive, don't you think?
I would argue so, but then again, who am I to question royalty?
Makes execution is final and must take place.
I see no objection from meeting Pluto. They must pay the price for her crimes.
That's true. Maybe really is a bummer. Might be best in us etiquette, huh? What does it mean?
Oh, means she is outgoing and engaging.
No, it don't. A hoe is a worker that hoes the garden. A hoe is a worker at a garden. The garden. Oh, it don't hoes the garden. It don't. How is it? How? Work it up. Okay.
No, hoe is a term used to describe a chick who's got their social life in check.
An alpha female, then.
Yeah, I guess so. People should be less critical of females showing independence and freedom of expression.
You make some valid points, Meg.
Yeah, and some milk if you want it heated up quick.
Come on, Meg. You should have to defend yourself for having a social life.
Oh, anyways, what you mean again?
Giggity, giggity, tools yet ignorant.
They're tough. It's an unsettling episode of Retribution for FCOs. How Sally said.
What do the numbers mean?
Actually, don't know, but we should be able to find out if we look up her symptoms on them.
Could be a brain disorder or some sort of new disorder that science hasn't discovered yet.
Exactly. We should usually do some research to find out what's wrong with Chris.
All right, let's do that.
In the meantime, I think we should just ignore Chris Evers.
Let's do our best and hope for the best.
Don't forget, we can always ask our family doctor for some advice if needed.
Agreed? All right, everybody, let's watch these little guys get their freak on.
No way!
Wait, Chris, wait.
Is Chris bad at this name?
Now watch closely how the male turtle subdues the female one. We'll see a bit of dominance play, ladies and gentlemen.
No way!
Chris, stop screaming.
Yes, Chris, you don't need to scream. Just look at the turtles.
Okay, just watch, Chris. There's nothing to worry about.
Just look at the beautiful patterns on the shell on the male.
It can only bedazzle you.
Chris, why don't you focus on the colors of the male turtle?
Whoa!
See, now that's better.
All right, now here's the interesting part. That's what happens when they get close.
They start circling each other, and then it's mating time.
No way!
Come on, Chris.
Stewie, why is your father using a face filter on Instagram?
Mother, he has no sense of shame. He does such embarrassing things all the time.
I know. I've been trying to keep him in check, but it's like talking to a brick wall.
It's news.
How about we take him on a run instead of staring at his phone?
Oh yeah, let's hear the proper access can be just as rewarding as looking at his sofas.
That's a great idea. And if he likes running, maybe the next time we can take a walk in the mountains. Don't you think it would be fun?
Yes, I would love to go. Let's especially wear matching sweaters. You like that?
Well, then it's decided. We just have to make sure to plan the day in advance.
Hey, everyone.
What? Why?
That's a bit long, don't you think?
Hell no. Absolutely not. When did you come up with this?
Peter, please leave the name alone and let Chris get on with his life.
I've been thinking about it for a while, and Chris suits me much better.
Well, honey, why did you let us decide? And if you think Carissa Chrysoldris is a good fit, we'll accept it.
No! I think we need to talk about this a little more. This kind of thing needs to be thought through thoroughly.
Peter's right. You should really use your better judgment.
Of course, this isn't something you should rush into. There could be unintended consequences later on.
It's settled then.
Peter, what on earth did you do to that poor turkey?
No wonder it never wanted to ruin.
It was really painful.
Disapprove grunt.
Looks like poor Carol was right. I think Dad's punishment fits the crime, if I may be so bold.
Oh, wow, I'm speechless. Peter, please explain.
I lived in fear of the carver, so I preed open its leg humanely in a somewhat non-conventional way.
I roll followed by low to dig in everyone. Try not to focus on Peter's Franken turkey.
Giggity. So everybody loves the annoying orange now, huh?
Yeah, it's almost like he's everywhere nowadays.
I can't believe it, he barely says anything and somehow he's still everywhere.
Well, it ever still makes me laugh.
Who says stories need to be complicated to be interesting? It's the simplicity that we like most times.
True, true. It must be nice though to be remembered and put into memes right.
Absolutely often. And hey, you never know, maybe someday we will be the ones taking over living rooms with our animations.
I wouldn't mind seeing more of us in the YouTube content.
Who wouldn't want that? Anything else we could watch us instead of the same old stuff every day.
Giggity, that's for sure. So what do you say, should we go ahead and give the annoying orange a chance?
Sure, why not? Let's give him a try.
All right, everyone. I'm about to do a speed run right here at the Drunken Clam.
Giggity.
Well, Peter, you really like to challenge yourself.
Yeah, here we go.
See you again.
No time for distractions. Let's head to the other side of Tono. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Looks like Peter made a little mistake there.
Giggity.
All right, here's the jump I planned on taking.
See you again.
Well, that was awesome, Pete.
Thanks, all right, here's where I really need to hit the brakes.
See you again.